Hi everyone. I just wanted to hop on and take a few minutes and talk about this book that I just finished reading. It's called Discontent. It's by Beatriz Serrano. Uh, she is a Spanish author, and I actually got this book as my book of the month selection. If you're not familiar with that, it's kind of like a subscription club, and you pay, I think it's $14.99 or $16.99 a month. I can't remember which. But then you get to choose from 4 or 5 different selections for the book of the month, and they ship that out to you. And it's typically up and coming authors, authors maybe you haven't heard of or not as familiar with. Well, this one was kind of like a satire, I guess, on the modern office life, which for most of the book I really resonated with. I am a corporate girly. I'm a corporate trainer for a Fortune 50 company, and I love my job. But I think if you've ever worked in an office, you can probably relate to most of this book. But I've got to tell you, I don't know that I would recommend it to anyone because the ending was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And let me just go ahead and tell you, I'm about to give you a spoiler for the ending. So if you're going to read this, go ahead and stop the video now. But the ending, she gets run over by a cyclist walking to work, and then a car hits her also while she's, knocked down from the cyclist. And she has all kinds of broken bones. She loses like her index, middle, and ring finger in her right hand. I mean, and apparently in Spain, like walking to work, if you get injured or something, it's kind of like in America. So it seems like to me, how the book was describing, it's kind of like workman's comp kind of thing. So like at the end, it's pretty much like they were talking about between suing the cyclist and the compensation, for lack of a better word, she would receive for not being able to work anymore. Like she would just she's like permanently disabled for the most part is what it was getting at. She wouldn't have to go back to her job anymore. And like she was thrilled about it. And I'm like, in the past, definitely worked some jobs that I hated. But I have never been like, man, I hope I lose 3 of my fingers so I don't ever have to go back. I can't even begin to relate to the sentiment of the ending of this book at all. I mean, it was, to me, how it read, it was like it went from just normal, like fed up with office drudgery and the routine of life, to almost like a psychotic break, because that's not normal to be like, yeah, man, permanently lost 3 fingers, I don't have to work, life's good, which was pretty much her reaction, like the main character's reaction. It was just odd. It was very odd. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a cultural thing. Like I said, the author is Spanish. The book is set in Madrid, so I don't know, maybe it's just something like literally got lost in translation there. I don't know, but it was an entertaining read up until the end, and then the main character just went off the rails. So there you go. There's my little book review of Discontent by Beatriz Serrano. Thanks all. Talk to you guys later. Stay safe.